Hello, folks, and welcome to the Movie Man channel. This is a little bit of a deviation over the past couple of weeks of my shelf videos, but I've really enjoyed doing my shelf videos, and they are going well. What we've done, one, two, shelf four we're on. We're doing shelf five probably later today, and my wife says this to me all the time when I'm filming. She's not here; she's at work today. But stop swinging in your chair, because I know that must be annoying for you people that are watching my video, or is it? Yeah. So as I was saying, I'm going to do shelf five today, and shelf five, I want to say that used to be my favourite shelf where I kept everything to hand. Really quick, but I've sort of changed that things about lately. So, but there's still some decent stuff on that shelf, decent stuff. But that's not the video we're going to do just now. The video we're going to do just now is because I've been doing my shelf videos for the last couple of weeks. I do have pickups and gifts and actually a bit more than I thought I would have. Because I've been trying to not limit what I buy. Well, sorry, it's January. Money's tight. You've got to be careful. But the other thing is, you've got to be careful with your space. Because there is only a limit, as a collector, there is only a limited space you've got now. I think I've got capacity to store 1,500 Blu-rays, but after that, then there's no more space. But saying that, I picked up nine in 2 weeks. Maybe it's 3 weeks I picked them up, but we'll show you what we have, and they're all worthy to be in my collection, I think, anyway. Oh yeah, and I made a cup of tea with the good tea bags before I sat down. James is playing with his gaming PC he got for Christmas. He's never off the thing. He's delighted with it, but there's a problem with it and it has to go back on Monday. So it works, it's just there's something not quite right with it and it has to get returned. But we'll get that sorted out later. Yeah, that's good. The tea is good. Let's put the tea over here so I can pick up the movie. So actually I had to went food shopping yesterday and I realised I forgot a couple of things from my son's lunch. He doesn't like he likes a packed lunch, but doesn't like a sandwich. He likes a salad, and I forgot to get the lettuce and cucumbers. So I had to go back out and get that. So as I was there doing that, popped into CX. There hadn't been much for the last couple of weeks in CX, or a couple of days anyway. But I did see one, and I picked it up, and I'll show you what it is. Nice tea, moving chat. So I picked up this one because it seemed right up my street, and I'm sure this was in the CEX a few months ago, and I didn't pick it up, and I wanted to, and then when I went back, it was gone. And this is Quiet Earth. It sounds right up my street because it's the end of the world is just the beginning. A scientist working on a pioneering energy product wakes up morning to find that the technology has malfunctioned, leaving him seemingly the only last man on Earth. So sort of like the last man on Earth for Mega Man. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. And Arrow release, as you know, I do quite enjoy the covers on there. It's got a disc and a booklet. So for £6, I was out to see EX Ventures, so I had to actually use money in that for that. So that was perfect. So I'm looking forward to watching that one. Now, as I was doing my shelf videos, you seen up there my Van Damme collection with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Van Damme movies. Plus, I've got one more that is on a different shelf because it's a 4K. But Larry seen my video and he noted there was a couple that I didn't have, and one I did mention, that I really wanted to get, and Larry very kindly sent me it, and I've actually already watched it. It might actually still be in the player. Is it still in the player? No, I've took it out. And that is Nowhere to Run. One of my favourite Van Damme movies. He's an escaped prisoner who comes across an injustice and then helps a family out with that injustice. But just typical Jean-Claude Van Damme beating up people. I didn't actually know that the wee boy in it's Kieran Culkin, which is Macaulay Culkin's brother. So that was really good. I haven't watched the extras in that, but I was really happy to get that in there, and I'll watch it right away. Whereas I've been meaning to pick this up for a while, and I should have picked it up sooner, but Larry sent it to me, so that was really, really nice of him. Thank you very much. And I say, if you've not seen the movie, it might not be the greatest movie for, in terms of other people liking it, but I like it, and I think it's a very good movie for me. So that, I'm going to have to reorganise my shelf now, and I'm going to have to take a couple off that shelf and put them somewhere else. So I'll need to do that after I film some more shelves. So that was pretty good. Sitting up a bit, sorry. We're drinking another bit of tea. I've just fed the dogs and they're looking hungry, they're eating their food. And Charlie's been quiet. He's eating his food too. I see, Daisy. Oh, now he's piping up. So, the other one, I actually completely forgot about this film, and Roy reminded me it's the one in the ice rink, which is Sudden Death. I actually completely forgot about this Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, but I remember it being good. International superstar Jean-Claude Van Damme teams up with Power Booth in a tension-packed suspense thriller set against the backdrop of a Stanley Cup game. Oh yeah, they're not all hostages, or is that Face Off? I haven't watched this one yet, but I'm gonna. So that's two Jean-Claude Van Damme movies that are going to be added into my collection. Oh, they already are. That one's there, and I'm going to watch this one too. Right, what did I pick up? Oh, thanks, Larry, for sending that. That's really, really nice. I think it was Tuesday, and a couple of parcels came through the door from Amazon. I was on my lunch, and I was having a bit of a hard day, actually, and they came through and that cheered me up a bit in terms of like, I've got something to look forward to when I finish. And I say, as soon as I finish my work, I put that movie on and watched it. Very good movie. The bad guys in it are also cliche, but sometimes that's the kind of movie you want. Right, so I picked up a couple in the charity shop. I need to get more accurate with my app and what I actually have, because I couldn't remember if I had this one or I still don't think I have got it. Just having a look round. No, I don't think I have got it. And that is Alfred Hitchcock's To Catch a Thief. And I paid £2.50 for it in the charity shop. And you know, the charity shops are getting quite expensive these days. There's no, well, I've not found any real bargains for a while. And I looked that up and it says two in CX, two trading at CX, but £5 to buy in CX. So I thought, well, it's there, I'll take it, because if I do that, if it isn't in the shop that I go to, then I'd have to pay postage, and that's £8. So pick it up for £2.50 just now, and if you do have it, then you've not lost a massive amount. And that's To Catch a Thief, which I haven't watched yet. The French Riviera, Two Luminous Stars, Masters of Suspense, Alfred Hitchcock behind the camera. My favourite Hitchcock, though, is The Birds. For the ones I've seen, it's The Birds. I just really like that movie. Oh, next, I was waiting for this one to arrive for quite a while, and it's a movie that I watched on Amazon Prime and completely had forgot about this, but it came on Amazon Prime, new movies every day, and it goes the 13th floor. I'm thinking, why have I not got that? Time travel, murder mystery epic, and I was thinking, why have I not got that? And it's probably because there is no UK Blu-ray of it. So I looked up some other ones. A lot of them were hard to get as well. I think I paid £8 for this from Momolex second hand. It took a couple of weeks to come, but I picked up the Blu-ray of the 13th floor. Great sci-fi epic. I think so anyway. You know what, I didn't check. I didn't check if it had the English audio, but it does. So that's fine. So basically, a guy invents a world where he can go back in time to the 1930s, or so he thinks. Or is it a construct? Or is it a construct within a construct? It's a bit... Inception springs to mind when I see this. I wonder if this is where they got the idea from Inception. Better actually check this because I didn't do that yet. The other thing about the German releases are nice slim cases, so it makes it much easier to fit on a shelf. Yeah, disc is perfect. I think I paid £8 for that. So that is excellent. Vincent D'Onofrio, that's the guy for Full Metal Jacket, isn't it? Gomer Pyle. Yep, it is indeed. Really happy to get that one in the collection. And, you know, because it's not on the Blu-ray, completely forgot about this movie, but it's a great one. The next one, Al Pearson mentioned this movie as a sci-fi epic. I haven't watched it yet, but when he put it up, it says it was I think it's another German release, and it was £21 brand new on Amazon. But you get the second hand one for £4.50 from Momolex. I thought, you know, buy it now, watch it later, and you might not end up having to pay £30 or £40 when it's out of print and you do decide you want to watch it. And it's called Banshee Chapter. And again, I paid £4.61 for this delivered, and he said it was good. I don't know anything about it because everything's in German, but I'm presuming it's in English because he's got it as well. I can't see from the moment it's stick at the back. Gotta check the disc. It does have English. Excellent. And the disc is in perfect condition. Banshee Chapter. So, again, I don't know anything about this one, but if you guys have seen it or got any opinions on it, then let me know, because I added it to my collection. This one's a classic James move here. How many times have I done this? I was looking at my Nicolas Cage collection. He's one of my favourite actors. And I noticed that I didn't have Gone in 60 Seconds, because now I've sort of organised some of my movies by actor. I thought, Gone in 60 Seconds isn't on the shelf. Why haven't I got that? I like that movie. Why haven't I got it? So I was speaking to Roy about it. I said, why haven't I got it? And I was looking it up. And I couldn't see it. But Roy said, this is actually in your CX. This was on a Sunday. I was like, if it's in that CX, why have I not picked that up? And so what I've done is I've done click and reserve. Thought it was only £3. Went and picked it up. And what I always forget, I've done this 3 or 4 times with this same collection. Right, I'm going to get down and show you. Give me a couple of seconds, I'll do that. Don't collapse box sets. Yep. And this is why, because I've got it in my Jerry Bruckheimer collection. Gone in 66. I've done it again. I've done it with Crimson Tide as well. And Pearl Harbor. What? This box set catches me out every single time. I just completely forgot. I've done it with Crimson Tide as well. Oh dear. And I think I picked this movie up, this whole setup, when it was really cheap. And I think it was like £12 for 8 movies. And I thought it was a great deal. The Rock, Armageddon, Con Air. I don't know if £12 is exactly right. It might be a bit more, but I can't remember. And it's also on a nice, neat set. I still can't believe I've done that again. Not just once, not just twice, but 3 times the Jerry Bruckheimer collections caught me out. So go Pearl Harbor, Crimson Tide. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just still can't believe I've done that. So the last 2 I picked up, I actually can't even remember what the bottom one is here, but I can see I was in the CEX. I seen Another Arrow with a great slipcover, and you know me. I like to have the movies on my shelf because I think physical media is going to skyrocket in price over the next few years. More niche, more difficult to get. So I'm trying to get as much as I can while it is relatively cheap. You know, obviously within the limits of my budget. So I picked up the Arrow release of Don't Go Into the House. And I thought, you know, it's a great slipcover. I read the back. It said that it's a brand new 2K restoration, now fully uncut, and they're making a UK definition with a brand new restoration. And I remember reading the synopsis, a legendary title from the video Nazi's era. Joseph Ellison, relentlessly bleak and disturbing house, has lost none of its power to shock. And again, when they got the discs for me, it's got the booklet, it's got the Blu-ray, 2 Blu-rays with a original one and an extended cut. And I was thinking, you know, can you get better value than that for £5? It's more than you spend more you spend £7 on a McDonald's, you know, and last thing I need is more McDonald's. So I picked this up for the £5, and I'm glad I have, and that's going to look great on the shelf. What the movie's going to be like, I don't know, but I've got all these movies still to discover. And I was on AJ's live stream on Friday, so if you haven't seen that, go back and watch the replay. And we're talking about the movies of 2023. And I was really disappointed with the movies of 2023. There was a couple of good ones, but nowhere near the amount of good ones in previous years. So getting older ones in the collection for that kind of value, can't argue with. Right, so last one I picked up. I picked this up in a charity shop. Again, it was £3, and I've seen this movie. It's a brutal movie. It looks like it's out of print as well in the UK, and that's why I picked it up, because if you ever have I don't have the desire to watch this movie right now because it is quite brutal. It's a bit in the realms of Spit on Your Grave, a rape and a revenge movie with Danny Dyer and Gillian Anderson. But I picked it up because I thought it's out of print. If I ever do have the desire to watch this movie again, then I'll have to pay a premium to get it because it's out of print. And for the £3 it was in the charity shop, I picked that up, and that is Straight Heads, as I say, with Gillian Anderson. So the premise of this one is that Gillian Anderson's rich. She meets a guy who's doing her alarm system or something like that. She invites him to a party. On the way there, everything's fine. They have a good time. On the way back, there's a truck and it tries to do something on the road, and they start arguing between themselves, and then the truck follows them, catches them, and brutal violence ensues, and they have to come to terms with what's happened together. and then they seek revenge on the people that have done it. I know Royal don't like that because it's got Danny Dyer, but Julian, I think this is a good movie, and I think Danny Dyer gives a reasonable performance. So, if you are going to watch a Danny Dyer movie, Roy, it's a bit brutal, this one though, but it's a good performance, and that is Straight Heads. I've seen this a long, long time ago. So I picked that one up too. And as I said, I'm trying to be careful with space, but then you've got to think, in my personal opinion, physical media is so important. We're going to be, the people who are still collecting it right now, in 10 or 20 years' time, none of this is going to exist anymore, or it's going to be very niche. And that's why I'm still alive. My wife will probably chuck it all in the bin or CEX it, but this is just my little hobby and I enjoy it. And I was actually thinking, see behind me there, I've got my picture of Jax and Daisy on the wall. I don't know if you can see that. And a couple of pictures and a radiator here. But I was actually thinking of putting another black shelf like these ones there, just cutting out the bottom and putting that radiator within that, and then having another set of shelves there, because that would give me room for another, how many is it on each shelf? 50, probably another, just gonna count how many is on each shelf. I think it would give me room for another 200 Blu-rays, and we can move the pictures over to the other wall, and that'd be my corner complete, and I would actually have no more space. That would have to be it. But that would mean that my collection probably would reach 1700, 1800 Blu-rays and 4Ks and all this else. And I think that would be enough for anybody. As I was saying the other day on my shelf video, 1800 Blu-rays, it'd take you if you watched one every day, that would take you 6 years to get through. One movie a day, it'd take you 6 years. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Bit different. I was going to go to my next shelf, but I thought I would do the pickups video just now. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you've got any comments, or you're just new to the channel, say hello. And because I've picked up 4 or 5 new subscribers over the last few days, maybe from AJ's live stream. And my channel, I say, is all about collecting movies. So if you say hello, if you've got any comments on the movies, let me know. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea now. And I think I might watch a wee movie. Look, my chair's still moving. There's a ghost.